What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here, bringing you a war recap video. Team WBT versus Swarm Infinity, where we came away with the victory 86 to 82, pretty handedly, and percentage of 95 to 90. As we take a look at the breakdown, it was an even breakdown. Actually, I think they had an extra Town Hall 10, but really, who cares? It all depends on the 11s, and that was equal. So we had 3 Town Hall 11s on the left side, 3 Town Hall 11s on the right side. Town Hall 10s went all the way down to, I believe we stopped at 11. Theirs went all the way down to 13. But this number 13 was a 9.5, no Infernals. What Swarm Infinity did was they doubled the top Town Hall 11s, and they left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Town Hall 10s uncleared for WBT. We doubled the top Town Hall 11s, and then we cleared all the Town Hall 10s except one. And I'll bring, if you might have seen that in the Perfectly Imperfect video. That's mine. I failed the team. My bad. 94%. I just couldn't get it together. But the rest was done. So let's take a look at how we did up here. Perfect for the 11 dips. Great job. And 10 on 10, we had, I believe, 2 of them. Almost 3. Really close one on the third. Indy almost got close to that. I followed him and only increased it by 3%. So for 94. Just didn't. You'll see the Perfectly Imperfect. I felt like I was robbed. But go figure. Take a look. We have Hulk with the 10 on 10 3. We didn't even use all our Town Hall 10 attacks. Poison the Will had some life stuff to attend to. And then Aiden, same thing with Aiden Nani, but by then it was already mathematically impossible for them to catch us. Here finished off that last 10 on 10 3. And then Conti with that 10 on 9.5. Really great job by all the 9s. All right. How did they do for their, for theirs? They struggled on their 11s, although Sir Ricky did pretty well. I'm not sure why Sparta decided not to go. I believe it was because it was mathematically impossible for them to get the win, although they did get a 10 on 10 3 against Aiden Nani, and that was it. Okay, let's look at those replays. Let's take a look at number 2 and number 3. Tigaru doing a stoned gobo again. And he brings this loon for each. Think of the loon as a combination right here. A loon as a combination with the baby dragon. And what that does, as he uses over here on the right side as well, he puts down a loon first to soak up any black Sam, and usually it's pretty good at fishing them out. So if you're ever doing a 10v11 like that, and you think that, oh my gosh, that's a great place to put a baby dragon, you might want to bring a loon just in case. It's worth the 5 troop space, because if there is a black Sam and 11s are baiting you to do that, it's a waste of 10 troop space versus a waste of 5. But with that waste of 5, you still get to use your baby dragon and get some of that percentage that you were hoping for, or some information in this aspect that was Tesla's. So with the stone gobo that we have going on, he had the single jump, easy access to that town hall. As you take a look, there's those double giant bombs that is almost baiting you. Almost the base creators like expecting you to get that jump there, which is why they put those bombs there, which is designed to erase your bowlers so that you can't get that. Deuce that you're looking for. But I really liked how he used those fundamentals of bringing the combination of the loon and the baby dragon, as well as he had some really good funnel going on with that combination of 1 golem and 5 bowler plus rage for the corners to create that funnel before the main push is done. And then let's go down and take a look at my own first attempt doing something similar, a stone gobo. This one was I wasn't too worried about percentage. I figured if there was a black Sam that I could afford losing the baby dragon on this one. I really didn't expect, given the layout of this base, that I'd be trolled by black Sams. So using a bowler just for an easy funnel. I really expected there to be quad bombs up in this section. I was really nervous about that, but I figured if I could get them going in one at a time or clip the giant bombs piece by piece, the heal would bring them back up. Granted, I know you can't heal anything under Infernal Tower, but the thought process is with 5 bowlers being unhealed, the rest of the pack is what I'm trying to keep healthy. And that's what I was doing here. So really good funnel that it went according to plan. This wizard tower dragged a few of my bowlers out of position, and they did not reroute, as about 3 of them go to look at a shiny butterfly. Double poison this was a fresh hit, so double poison a baby dragon and mature dragon. I did not want to clip the placing my jump spell shallow on purpose, because I didn't want my army to go where that golem is now, because they beat through a wall for some reason. I wanted to stay out of that section just in case there was packed with giant bombs. I figured I can almost guarantee to get that double and a higher percent. And then when I noticed how much I got, I knew I was safe to drop the baby dragons where they needed to be and things like that. So we'll go to ×2. There's that deuce. And then let's go down into some 10-on-10 action. Mama. My kid says mama. Mama. Go down to number 10. We have Hulk. I believe this was the first 10v10 3 of the war. Doing a bitch attack. Shattered. Nice widespread. Leaves the huts for some rerouting of bowlers, because you do want a few to go on the outside. But for the most part, he's just diving straight in there. I like how he beats through. No wall break. Actually brought wall breakers to beat through that first wall, and then now he has that first jump to give him access to both basically everything in the core here. Scary moment. Single target infernals, which is, I couldn't believe I saw this on at Town Hall 10. It's just begging for a witch-based attack. Brought a skeleton just to help distract those single target infernals. And at this point, it's already over because he still has the queen ability left in hand. Could have placed that jump better. I love you, D-Sal, but that jump is wasted, buddy. You could have done that jump so much better. I love him. He's gonna give me a hard time after watching this, but he knows it. I know he does. He's gonna say, he's like, whatever. It's perfect. It's cleared, and I didn't get it clear, so he can rub that in my face. He's got Wounded Queen coming through. Kind of a scary moment when we were watching this. We're like, I don't know if it's gonna happen. Had he had a better place second jump, it might have been overkill. Oh, just kidding. So witches that are fighting the mortar that takes a few times to launch at them. With the queen beating through that final wall and a few bowlers that are bouncing over, there's no doubt at this point, with enough Larrys distracting the point defense, that he's going to get this 3. We'll go to ×2 as he left the hut on the far left. He was not chasing the clock. Nice job, Hulk. Hulk smash. All right, let's go down to 12. This came late in the game. It was already mathematically impossible for them to win. Aiden Nani, who also had a 10v10 last war. Leaning on bitch attack again. I think he comes from the left side. Yeah, he does. Because witch heavy and all that stuff wants to get all the point defense. Plus, this is a cleanup. There is a Tesla farm in this section right here. Conti Balls, who was in Jake from One Hive Raid's first ever dual hitchhiker video. He was featured in that as doing a Golaloon versus Baller Wood. Here he is. He also attempted on this base. Got really close, entering it from the opposite side. Fell just short with like 88%. Was a great try, though. But on this bitch attack, going straight into it, knowing that it's a hound, doesn't care. Just goes straight into the teeth of that. He has just 2 witches on the left side, which I believe peter out, which is unfortunate. And then not really anything on the bottom side. So really the majority of his attacking force is in the core. And he's his queen beats through a wall, which is really fortunate to have some skeletons get out in front to tank for her, so which allows her to keep some of that ability a little bit longer than what he would be able to. But the whole bottom right-hand side is still there with multi-infernal set, a few point defenses, but no splash. He doesn't have any Larry makers remaining, so it's just him, some bowlers, and a few Larrys that are headbanging on this wall right here. Look at him go. Larrys crack me up the way that they attack. So the Larry's going to get out in front. act as meat shields for this queen, which allows him to hold that percent ability for as long as possible as we go to ×2, because it is late developing. He'll circle around the bend, and because he can get most of the point defense with the distraction that is now of the meat shields now gone, he's able to hold on to his ability, hold on to the queen ability to the absolute last moment, enough that they can beat through this wall and then finally take a few pot shots and brings it down. That's how close it was. Really great job, man. Nice 10 on 10 3. That's sweet, dirty 10 on 10 action. We're going to go down to number 19 and take a look at some Town Hall 9s now. We go down to 19, I believe it was abortizz. So abortizz coming out of retirement, full-fledged, heart into the game again. Nice to see you back, buddy. And this raid pretty much illustrates what I remember of you and all the raids. Watching you come down clutch at the last moment. Still rocking that, rocking the Town Hall 9 game. Doing a stoned double jump hobo as he puts down his bowlers right there at the corner. Watch how much value that he gets for this. That great funnel. Look at this wizard down here on the bottom right hand corner, all by itself, no point defense. Also going to create a nice funnel, giving erasing all the excuses that bowlers, golems, queen would detract from their main focus, which is straight up the gut. Finds a giant bomb, but there's still enough of them left, and then he just sprinkles in the hogs and get the fuck out of here. He just basically Asian walls that bad boy from the left-hand side, greets the kill squad, and I think he lost a total of 3 hogs to springs. So many hogs. So many. He has more hogs left over after this raid than Heyday. And it's not a hog swarm. It's insane. It's insane. Nice job, man. I really like that, and he bags the queen ability. Tip my hat. Just like this. Bounce out of here, and for the last one, I had to show this one because it was something nice. It was basically an overkill on a near max Town Hall 9, weighted 69. I mean, I think he could have done without one. He needed one more haste. Why not just make it all haste, right? I saw how many haste he brought. I was like, dang. So watch what he does here. He's going to do a Suicide Royal. Baby Dragon for the funnel so that the queen cooperates. And her job is to get the enemy queen. There's the CC line. Forgive me, I don't know if this is cleanup or not. Given that he's ignoring the CC completely, I would assume this is not fresh. But yeah, there's no way. You had to have known it was a hound. Queen's down, and the complete disregard of the CC and nothing coming out as he crossed the line definitely tells me that it's a hound. It could be a golem, but he definitely knew that he didn't have to deal with it. But it's really nice how he just, reinforces the pack of loons and haste all in the right spots. I think maybe he could have gotten away with dropping just 2 of his 8. Can't believe it. 8 haste for a heal. But I like how patient he is on this last heal. If you notice, he waited for the hound to break so that he had enough cleanup pups all over the place, and then keeps 2 loons for the back end. Just textbook stuff that you want to do with Lalo. Make sure your hounds pop, and if you're doing a haste heal or a haste variety of a Lalo, you want to hold your haste to make sure they pop, because you can control when that happens by deciding when you put down your haste. And then, of course, keeping the 2 loons, or 1 at the very least, for any trash ring that may not have gone according to plan. Maybe you lost some pups due to an unfortunate timing of how the hound bust and a wizard tower splashes all the pups at once. Hate it when that happens. But that was really, really nice. I had to put that on, Rocky. Nice job, bud. So that'll do it for this war recap video. Once again, it's Brutus, reminding you, you got to be better than a double. And now we'll check you next time.